Hey everybody, welcome back to CAYNE. Last time I butchered a bunch of words with my inability to read. This time we'll look around and see what's going on here. There's a personal data tag printer, which is what we need.
Personal data tag printer.
Yep.
PDT. This must be how they're making the security tags.
Yep.
There must be an easier way.
This facility seems to do things the hard way.
Yep.
I've heard of spinal tagging on animals, right into the nervous system. Maybe this is like an upgrade? But these aren't animals.
Sure we are. We're just meat puppets.
Puppets? You had an interesting childhood.
Hi, friend. I'm Ralph.
Oh.
Let's print a PDT together.
Okay, Ralph. Well, I need a blank PDT, a PDT template, and a cryoregulator. Seems pretty simple. Alright, well, we don't have a PDT. We don't have a... There's a bloated brain floating in a jar vat. Does that help me? Probably not, right? Probably not. We got bloodstained bed. Well, whatever. We have a new password to get into somewhere. So let's go get into somewhere now. And we're gonna have to somehow... I don't get it. We got all the trauma... Oh, Groom Lake Properties! We are on the Groom Lake, then. Oh, shit. Just in a different area in the Groom Lake. So, here's the issue. I mean, we should be on the Groom Lake. There's Samantha and all that shit, and plus John's here. But I just wanted some exact confirmation that we're on the Groom Lake. Of course, if you did, like, play this before Stasis, because this one's free, then you would not have any idea what the fuck the Groom Lake even is, and that you're in outer space right now. Anyway, what was I saying? Something. I don't know. Who cares? It's not important. All right, let's just get security terminal. Go to what is it? The birthing lab or some shit? Is yeah, birthing lab nexus, and that was arrow, lightning bolt, arrow, unlock.
Is there anything else you can make out around you?
No.
No. Why do we just hear?
Noise. Like a
Why do we
machine.
hear his voice though?
Another generator, maybe?
Why is she totally
Who's on
fine
the
with
last
some
thing that
disembodied
you
voice?
I can't.
Is she supposed to be in our ear? Because we don't have like a system in our
flashes.
ear, right?
A hospital. Family. They... Well, they didn't like me much.
Join the club.
They wanted what I have.
Oh? What's that?
Money. My name. Then they left me. Or I pushed them away.
Why?
They weren't good enough.
But it is definitely the
willing
same
to put in
voice
the
of the
hard
guy who
work.
played John.
Wanted to be given things. Given. The things that I bled over.
Well, I don't talk to Mother anymore. And my dad... Well, no clue who he is.
Uh-huh.
She was distant. Maybe she was always like that. Maybe I was just unlikable.
Could be. You are pretty
She sure made
unlikable.
it clear, often enough, that I was too much like him. That she saw too much of him in me.
I'm sorry, Hadley. Sometimes we unintentionally hurt the ones we love.
Such greeting card bullshit. You don't hurt the people you love the people you love.
Okay. Anyway, let's go to the birthing lab nexus so that I can get done with this conversation. It's absolutely John's the main character's voice from the first game. Like there's no doubt about that. Are they pretending that it's not him then? It's like a different voice. I don't know. Anyway, stained floor everywhere. Let's go into this room first because it's just straight across the hall. We need all sorts of things to make a PDT, so... Hello? Oh, goody.
Jesus.
You're scared.
Jesus!
Heck yeah, I'm scared. This place. Who could create this?
Monsters.
Okay, there's a voice recorder. Let's listen to what's going on with that. I don't have to read anything, which is great in that case. Voice recorder John Kern. Okay. Oh, John.
John Kern, note to self. all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters. They shall be an abomination unto you. Leviticus 9:10.
Okay, that's incredibly unhelpful. We've got a floating corpse. We got some nice nutrient soup. We got some organic fluids. So this is maybe some of the clone vats or something. I'm not going to press this lever just yet. There's some burning machinery. And there's a whip. Oh, nice. Let's grab that whip. Whip ourselves up a... It's like an actual whip. Why is there an actual fucking like Indiana Jones whip with tiny burrs? It's kinky sex stuff. Maybe we'll find out on this PDA. We'll see how much there is. Oh, fucking kill me now. Fucking kill me now. Look at all this.
Someone. They were trying to grow CAYNE.
What?
Cloning is unpredictable. Cloning an individual is impossible.
It sounds like they were using something special. Something called Samantha.
Uh-huh. Look at all of this. Well, guys, buckle up. Because if you hate me reading, which you should, it's gonna be probably the rest of this episode. Okay. Professor John Kern, February of 09. Or not February of 09, just February 9th. Today is a holy day. Henry CAYNE himself has arrived, frozen and waiting for the great harvest to come. Soon the flesh of the immortal vessel will bring him new life. We're closer than ever, and I know it. The race has begun, and I will not allow Dr. Adams, the heretic he is, to win. No, CAYNE will not allow it. He knows his plan, and he knows that it ends with me. Our Leviathan is Samantha. Nothing on earth is her equal. A creature without fear. The Book of Job. Well, it's supposed to be Job, but I'm going to say Job because go fuck yourself. 41:33. Never again will he die. Never again will he feel pain. Never again will he leave us. He will be reborn of his own duplicate flesh, and that not that of Adam's and his ridiculous mind transfer parlor trick. We are getting closer. Our next patient has undergone the new and improved genetic fusion procedure and is reacting well. The spinal cord has been, quote, killed, meaning that the dead cells will need to regenerate and reform into the functioning spine. No signs of physical rejection thus far, and cellular regeneration is slowly beginning. It should reconstruct itself overnight. Our Lord has stricken us with inadequacy. We have failed yet again. This is my job, and I must, as always, accept responsibility. This time, I've added hooks to my whip and shall flagellate. Until dawn, I will elaborate on the results after I've taken time to reflect. Fusing Samantha's DNA with the patient's caused the newly regenerated spinal cord to expand drastically, forcing the vertebrae to audibly pop into even halves. Soon after, the patient's immune system attacked the rogue spinal cells, which in turn retaliated by killing off all other attached nerves. In the end, the patient succumbed to asphyxiation as the new cells burned through oxidized blood more quickly than the lungs could produce it. Another failure, but still not a wasted body. Praise me! I've spent the day, or at least most of it, reflecting on our Savior's brilliant plan. The pieces slide into place. Samantha, myself, and the almighty CAYNE in the same facility. The planets are aligning. The end draws near. Or, perhaps, the beginning? I'm glad we finally found a use for Ralph. We have put him to a more productive task. Ha! His blasphemous lectures about how the fungal plague is a result of a poor hygiene were getting on my nerves. It is CAYNE's doing. The plague is his retribution for our sins. Tonight we test again. We'll be using the same procedure as before, but this time an enzyme incubator will be introduced to prevent excess tissue generation. We must not accept failure. We will bask in the light of CAYNE's restored glory. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Revelations 2011. Still, the patient lives. However, it has exhibited some concerning symptoms. Although the spinal cord has stopped regenerating at an appropriate time, the arms and legs will occasionally, quote, twitch, or more accurately, flail. It seems that the spine has control of the connected limbs. A patient is no longer viable. After a promising start, the regenerative tissue again expanded beyond intention. Surprisingly, the patient's removed vocal cords were reconstructed. Of course, it did not understand speech. It must have been frightened by its own inhuman screaming, as it immediately tore its own throat out. After some gurgling, it regenerated within hours. Then terrible screaming and bloody extraction. A cascade of rotting tissue. The previous throats began to form a dangling, bleeding, quote, scarf as the patient continued to tear itself apart. Oh, the abomination! As far as Sharon can tell, Adam's unrighteous creation has wasted precious flesh in making a toy of some kind. Just like its creator, the abomination has been an unholy waste of resources. Even a name such as Hobo is undeserved grace. It is an animal and nothing more. Pestilence strikes. The fungal threat is weak now, but soon it will spread to our food and to our bodies, if it hasn't already. This is our first and perhaps final warning to make haste. I've traced the spores to a cargo shipment earlier in the year, but I have no idea how they became so virulent. Behold, with a great plague will CAYNE smite thy people and thy children and all thy goods. 2 Chronicles 21:14. The fungus is having an observable impact on the cellular regeneration process. One patient began to develop a film of what resembled reptilian scales, complete with a secondary set of eyelids. This is unacceptable. The spinal regeneration process has been mastered. Almost any tissue can now be perfectly reconstructed, but it's impossible to get definitive results with this interference. CAYNE, if you truly seek rebirth, why do you hinder me so? You being in capital, that's interesting. Because he's the god or something, maybe. And you're referring to him, so you have to capitalize. Is this not the time? Surely there is a reason. Samantha scratched several demonic scrawls into an insignificant employee's back. I warned them not to get close to the succubus. She is the devil. Sometimes we need to make a deal with hell to get closer to heaven. He's kind of changing his tune a little bit, isn't he? Oops. God damn it. Pick that back up, you bitch. I didn't tell you to put that down. I actually did, right quick. Where was we? Where was we? Forgive me, CAYNE. I've succumbed to Sharon's temptation. Had a romantic dinner rather than working late. As I should have done. Watch and pray as ye enter not into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. 1 Timothy 6:11-12. My repetitive failure has indeed had an impact on my faith. I am being tested. For the love of CAYNE, I shall rise above. Today I noticed that my laboratory is missing several incubators. The last inventory check was several months ago, so it could have gone missing at any time. This is undoubtedly the work of Adams, but why? He doesn't need the equipment, and I can certainly spare it. Perhaps the hobo is involved? It is disconcerting at best. Time is of the essence. Samantha's escape today is likely to be the first of many, and we will eventually run out of ways to subdue her. The re-engineered grubs are producing a potent gas that is driving the beast to fluster. Whenever she kills us, all we find... Whether she kills us all or we find a way to kill her first, neither outcome revives CAYNE. I will not rest until he has returned to intervene. From this point forward, I live for nothing else. No, I don't think you live for anything anymore. It's probably you. Yep. Lacerated ribbons of flesh and muscle flay, From like some grotesque work of art, a mangled PDT clings to the spinal cord. Can we whip it? Whip it good? No. It's silly. Restraining harnesses. He's got like a crucifix going on here. Oh yeah, the lever. I forgot about the lever. Let's use this lever. Maybe it'll suck the juice out of one and put it in the other or something. I don't know. Oh. Oh!
That was nasty.
What? Let's whip that. Whip it good. No. Okay. voice recorder on it. What the fuck? So we've got this womb thing. And that's it. Okay, so we can't... I don't know that we can do anything in here yet. We might have to return. So let's actually go in here first. See what's going on. Oh. Here's the grubs. Okay. Logged in. Oh, ingredients. Lab separately removed from the habitat. Oh, incidents, sorry. Easy beta, stream aggression. And consume 5 from Nero. Appendages from Nero. So these are all the grubs. I have supplied raw meat and plasma occurs brewed gas production. Vlad produced an excess of vapor. Accumulated gas was shipped to current lab for subject Samantha. Grubs respond negatively to maternal vocal cords. There's a possible rupture in the grub containment closures causing a brood gas to leak and is to turn agitating Samantha. Here's the thing. Habitat humidity reduced from whatever. I'm making a note of the crew facility's password in case Bolin locks me out again. It is ++ lightning arrow. ++ lightning arrow. I wrote it down just so I don't forget. We've got, okay. Can I, do you guys want to listen to John?
Oh, God.
No?
It must smell terrible in there. Yeah, just thinking about it.
So we need a canister to get the grub extraction. Okay. Well, looks like, man, these grubs are not doing well, are they? Oh, some of them are on their backs. Poor little babies. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, will you stop waddling around like a pregnant woman? All right. And let's, there's a security hologram. We can't go in that way. I probably never can. Who knows? Who cares? All right. Let's, get the crew quarters open now. To get one thing to lead to another to lead to, and eventually they'll all start snapping into place. All these things that we're learning. Don't you guys worry. I wonder if the end of the game is you reach the fucking elevator at this point. Alright, are these crew quarters? Yeah, they are. What was the password again? ++ lightning arrow.
It worked.
There we go. Of course it works.
This can't be how I meet my end.
What?
I have so much more inside of me.
No.
I have so much more to give to the world.
Yep. This wasn't my plan either. This wasn't how it was supposed to be.
You're young. You can get through this.
And then, I'm stuck. Stuck with a baby. It's not a life. Not fair for either of us.
There are other choices.
Bingo! I did make a choice. It didn't end well. Women in my family have bad luck with babies. I'm continuing a proud family tradition.
Great. Okay, I have nothing to say to that. Who cares? All right.
So,
Oh.
this is where the monsters play.
Coca-Cola!
Still no sign of anyone?
Do plants count? This horrible place must have had more people around.
Lordy, lordy, what is going on here? Oh, I could run through it. That's kind of cool. Who needs sleep? Coca-Cola, it's refreshing, addictive. May cause chronic insomnia, headaches, vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, hallucinations, hypertension, gastrointestinal bleeding, peripheral neuropathy, cardiac dysrhythmia, congestive heart failure, toxic epidermal necrolysis, catastrophic hemorrhage, and death. There you go. What's the boombox do? Let's find out. Boomnet box. A retro tape cassette loaded into what's called Brosif Mega Mix number 69. Alright. Do it. Can I not? Do I have to, like, whip it? Whip it good?
No, sister.
No, sister. Oh, it's a bent stripper pole. Get up on that, bitch. Is she really going to? Oh, no, she grabbed it. So there's a stripper pole. Great. All right, let's go through this way now. Get all the things we need. Oh. Hello. Yeah, minor. Just a little one. Alright, so there's a doorway here. Most of the crew quarters things are locked, and we can't... I don't think we want to try to climb up that right now, because we'll probably burn to death. So let's actually go... Oh, there's a PDA over there, too. Let's actually, Ooh. Morning sickness?
Oh, terribly decorated.
Yeah. Looks a little fucked, doesn't it? There's a PDA in here, and oh, some discarded equipment. Let's grab that. A blank PDT. Nice.
And it looks unused.
How convenient.
No blood on it. And it doesn't smell like rotting meat.
Huh. How convenient. A mangled electronic safe. Okay, door's been chewed off its hinges. What's in it? Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, Joseph.
I know him. I know this guy.
Do you?
What guy?
There's a photo of... Oh, shit.
Oh.
Old boyfriend?
Drunken bar night in a morning full of regrets.
Oh.
They paid for the procedure. They chose the hospital.
Who?
CAYNE Corporation.
And then he fucked ya. Glossy photo of Joseph. So that's the father, I guess. Is there anything else in here? Maybe? No? Okay. Well, it's convenient that that was there. There's some vintage photographs going on. There's a personal terminal that we can't do anything. Romantic novels. Titles Bride of the Omniverse and The Cosmonaut's Mistress and The Interstellar Scandal are still legible through the blots of gore. There's a radio going on. And there's a PDA. Let's see how much there is here if we want to do more reading. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Look at she looks psychotic. Okay, well... We'll start next episode with that, I guess. This one might have been a little short but sweet is how you beat your meat. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on CAYNE.